Hey guys, Bobby Hughes here with Heritage Pride Custom Firearms on the Heritage Pride Homestead, and I'm just doing a 24-hour update video, so another vlog entry for the hydroponic system, and I wanted to show you the 24-hour update. Not really anything to show, but more so some of the stuff that I've dealt with already in the first 24 hours. See, as you can see down here underneath my table, the rock is still wet, and this morning I came out here probably about 9 o'clock, I guess, and it was saturated right here, as well as our little runner board right here. What happened was one of these lines somehow got kicked back, and you can see right there how the water isn't flowing fast enough, and it's just running out and running back. And fortunately I've got these little retainer stakes there that's actually catching the water and running it off into the cup, but for whatever reason one of them had actually caught and ran back down the tube and was dripping on the board there and then running off on the ground. And if this is, I mean, it's 8 o'clock at night right now, so you can see that this is still wet. It got a good soaking last night. So I checked the tank, and the water level in the tank was actually just above the pump. So it drained half of my tank out. I would say probably close to it. So the way that I'm checking for water retention level right now is when I filled the tank back up, I filled it up to the top of that O-ring on the pump. Top of that, not O-ring, that hose clamp. So that way I can kind of see how much water we're losing through evaporation. No leaks right now, so nothing's running out that I know of. But another thing is I wanted to check the tank itself. These troughs are a little cheaper, and I read some reviews about them leaking. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't have any leaks, maybe in the bottom of it or something. So I filled it up to the top of that that hose clamp right there, so I can kind of keep an eye on the water retention. Make sure there's no leaks here, because if there's no leaks up top and we're losing a significant amount of water, then it's not from evaporation, not that quick, not in one day. So I want to keep an eye and make sure our tank's not leaking. Went ahead and my little thermometers that I ordered came in the mail. They're just little cheap aquarium thermometers. I got a 3-pack of them for like $4 off eBay. Those came in the mail yesterday, so I got that hooked up. Showing our water temperature right now at about 82 degrees, which is not too bad. Like I said, I wanted to put the tank in ground, in theory, that's bigger, so that the temperature would stay down in the tank, keep the water temperature lower. So we'll see how that works out. Hopefully the water is there's enough water that at night it'll have time to cool down, and then during the day when the temperatures do rise, it being chilled in the ground will keep it cooler longer. And our temperature in the greenhouse this time of year is get up to about 120 degrees during the day, even with the fans running. So got the thermometer on there. One thing I did, the pump definitely is too small. I talked about that in the last video. So I went ahead and ordered another pump. I ordered a bigger pump to go in there. And in the meantime, what I did to try to slow down the drip rate here to kind of regulate things is I had about 10 of these little 2-gallon-an-hour drip emitters, and I went ahead and stuck those on there, and that definitely regulated it a little bit. So some of the lines that weren't getting any water are now getting water. But I'm thinking by adding the drip emitters, maybe that'll help. I don't really know how much water this system needs to function, but I'm thinking 2 gallons an hour is probably plenty, probably more than enough. But whatever I do, I want to keep the system equal. I don't want one plant getting more water than the other plant. So with the manifold system the way it is, knowing that it's not consistent, and dialing these manifolds in all reality, you could do without the manifolds and just use the drip emitters, and the drip emitters would help regulate everything. I still like the manifold for what it is, even if I'm not using it to regulate the water flow. It keeps it neat and clean looking, and I can still shut each individual line off if I need to. So that's still a plus for no more money than what it costs. But I'm gonna try to, I think Home Depot actually carries the Rainbird stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can find some 2-gallon-an-hour drip emitters and go ahead and put them on all of them. And if nothing else, it keeps it from running back against the mounting, the retention stake here, the little ground stake. It keeps it coming out the end. Another idea, if you didn't have the drip emitters, is you could put some 90-degree elbows on it. But anyway, guys, that's what I'm facing right now. Just wanted to do a little 24-hour update. And if you have any questions or comments, pop them in the comments below. Don't forget to rate and subscribe. Until next time, get out there, shoot some guns, be safe, and most importantly, have fun. See you guys.